So we are live again. Instagram is telling the followers that I'm starting a live. I hope that a lot of you joining. So I know this will go on my Insta feed. So even before people are joining, I would like to talk about Sukoon, the Peace Retreat. Sukoon, the Peace Retreat starts on 22nd and goes up till 25th of May. It's a 3-night, 4-day program which is happening at Panambi's Resort and Spa in Rishikesh. And this resort is beautifully located right next to the river Ganges. And my co-facilitator Aditi Bhatnagar, Dr. Aditi Bhatnagar, and I, we have in total more than 35 years of experience in various spiritual modalities, and we have planned our sessions in such a way that each session actually brings in the goodness of all of the modalities, and you know so Rounak is here. Today we have our guest is Rounak Gajjar. He is a meditation coach. He's a mindfulness coach. He's an experienced yoga teacher, and he's a modern day shaman. So let's talk to him and let's see that what he does and how he does it. And let's talk about spirituality, and let's talk about various facets of spirituality, and how a human being can use small tips in their regular lives, and bring in that abundance in their life. So let me just welcome Rounak. Okay, finally.
Hi, Suman.
Hi, Rounak. How are you?
I am doing amazing. Hope you're doing well too.
Yes, I'm happy and I'm flowing with universe as usual.
Amazing.
You
So
know,
tell me, yes.
we've had these long conversations over phone.
Mhm,
So let me tell the viewers that Ronak and I, we connected over Insta, and we
mhm.
have the passion and the love for the same things in life. So I
Correct.
think that is why we hit off right from the back, and it was beautiful.
Right. Absolutely. So let's talk about your journey, right? Because I listened to the stories on the phone, but let's start. What was your manifestation, or when you started your spiritual journey?
So, Ronak, for me, it started with a bout of depression, which was diagnosed in the year 2012, 2013. And
Mhm.
it was really bad. I was sleeping for 1 hour in a day, and I was lost. I was absolutely lost. And actually, I was speaking to my guru one day on phone, and I had no clue about panic attacks or anything. And I was speaking to my guru, and I had one attack. And she said, Suman, you are having a panic attack, so you need to go and get it checked. So I went to the doctor, yes, got the test done, diagnosed it as depression and all of it. So started with pills and everything. But
Correct.
after some time, I realized that this is not the way I want to live. This is not the
Mhm.
way I want to go, because I just had a 3-year-old kid then. So that is when things took a turn, and I started my journey. I started
Mhm.
off with listening to Louis Hay. That is how I
Wow.
started. And
Mhm.
I don't know. I think there is something about spirituality and the topics included that it just, you know, helps you draw energy, and want to learn more and more and more and more each day. So that is exactly what happened. So then came Zen meditation, then Reiki and chakra healing and sound meditation, automatically. All of these things came up. What about you? How did it start for you?
So, definitely for me, it was again, as you already spoke, that I started when I was 2 years old. So we know we are old souls, right?
Yes.
So when I became two, my parents took me to a ashram, like a spiritual place, and there was a master who gave me a Guru Diksha when I was 2 years old.
Wow.
Now, from then, So maybe by 4 or 5, we used to go every month on month to Shirdi because his ashram was close to Shirdi, few kilometers away from Shirdi. And from there onwards, started meditating, feeling the power of the universe, had a lot of spiritual challenges and life lessons to be learned, and still learning, right? The
Yes,
learning
of
is
course.
never ending. And from there on, it moved into a very beautiful space, manifestation. Then I learned manifestation, yoga, several meditation courses. And you know the drill, right? We go through all the
Yes.
modalities to heal ourselves, and then we want to grow and evolve and help others in the process. That's the whole. So
Absolutely.
awaken your healer. Healer never heals you; it awakens the healer in you. That's how it is.
Absolutely. And, I think each child is a light worker. It's
Correct.
just that they are not told this and they don't realize it. But
Uh-huh.
as and when they grow old,
Mhm.
light workers tend to understand that they are actually meant to do certain things which are different than what
Right.
normal people are doing. My education with engineering and everything,
Mm-hmm.
मुझे कभी लॉजिक बैठा नहीं. Why am I doing engineering? I worked with companies, some big names like Wipro, Reliance. I worked with Access was my
Mm-hmm.
last job, and nothing excited me there. But since I moved into spirituality full time, and I was like, okay, this is what I want to do. This is my calling. I know I'm meant to learn and I'm meant to help people around. Things have been so good. So every day I wake up with a smile on my
Right.
face, and
Mm-hmm.
so every day I wake up with a smile on my face, and the day goes well. And I've actually started realizing, not realizing, but I've realized that
Mm-hmm.
manifestation is so easier.
Right. And it's so simple, but right now how it's made for because since lockdown, what I understand, the whole marketing on the video ads and everything is very good. But
Yes,
how they made it like, oh, it's compulsory to wake up at 5 a.m. Oh, it's compulsory to do this, do that. But you and I know that manifestation is you just have to go within and start asking, get that clarity. So let's know your process of manifestation today, Suman, right? If you're okay to share it, are you all right to share it?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So let's start learning manifestation from you. So are you all right to share your process? How do you help your clients to manifest stuff?
So absolutely, for me it's very simple. I am,
Mm-hmm.
there's this there's this vortex of energy,
Uh-huh.
and I'm always in a positive vortex of energy. I think that
Right.
is the first thing that you be in. Because
Mm-hmm.
when you talk about manifestations, people generally talk about law of affirmation, law of manifestation, of law of attraction.
Law of
Secret has made it
attraction.
very popular. But
Right.
what people don't realize, or it's not told to people very often, is that before law of attraction comes law of vibration. You
Right.
have
Right.
to vibrate in a positive space. If you do not vibrate in a positive space, manifestations become difficult.
True.
So
Absolutely
the
true.
first thing is you have to make sure that you are in a positive space. So if you are getting in negative thought, and which is very natural to people, if you're getting in a positive thought, I personally say replace it with 5 positive thoughts.
Wow.
Do do
Lovely.
do an act, do a random act of kindness. Go
Right.
and give someone something. It could be just a smile to someone who's passing you by, and see the joy that feels that
Right.
it brings in. Walk bare feet in the grass. These are very small things that you can do.
Mhm.
Hug a tree. These are small things that a person can do and actually change from the negative zone, the person can come into the positive zone. So that's the first thing. Second thing is,
Uh-huh.
I so I actually think about the minute details of the thing that I want. So, say for example,
Lovely.
we have Sukoon, the peace retreat coming up. In my
Correct.
mind, in my mind, I have the minutest details, pictured how they are happening, what I'm doing, when I'm doing it, how I'm interacting with people, what am I wearing, all of that. What is my, the co-facilitator wearing, and what are we talking about? I'm going down to the minutest details. And when I'm thinking about it, it in itself brings a beautiful positivity into me. That's
Correct.
the second thing. Third thing is affirmations. So
Beautiful.
I always do affirmations from my crown chakra. That is, I trust. I trust the universe is going to bring the best to me. I
Lovely.
trust that
Lovely.
universe is giving me what I want. I trust that
Mhm.
universe is going to make sure today I have a wonderful day.
Super.
So I go with that zone. And I think these are few basic techniques that I follow. And for
Uh-huh.
me, the manifestations flow in very easily.
Beautiful.
So
That's
just a
so
matter of
amazing.
thinking. How do you practice it?
Yes. So I was just about to add to that no, when you mentioned about the tree hugging, so the way I give a give a manifestation framework is you go in few steps depending on when we do a one-to-one consultation and we know that what chakra needs to work on to
Yes,
be worked on. That's how. But ideally, the first thing grounding by tree hugging. I'm a tree hugger. Every
absolutely.
week to just go and hug a tree. All my clients just go and hug a tree. That's the grounding and all the chakras starts to
Absolutely.
align. One,
Absolutely.
two. I am currently working with certain angels and learn that angel card reading, angel therapy, and stuff like that. So the affirmation starts from thank you angels
Ah, yes,
for giving me so and so or helping me manifest blah blah blah.
absolutely. Yes, I miss this step.
And
Gratitude.
gratitude. So gratitude may writing with clarity and a very simple statement, thank you angels, that this is already given to me. Or
Yes,
thank you for helping me manifest this. Now doing this any time of the day and
yes,
physical writing. Then second is the third is second third step is I listen to binaural beats. That
yes.
helps.
That helps.
Binaural beats, those who love to listen to music and dance, they can dance on a Bollywood number very good. But for someone like me who likes Bollywood too, but want to have a frequency music, so I listen to frequency music and then again play the same affirmation that I already have it or visualize it that I already have everything what I'm trying to manifest. So that's a very powerful, easy way. This is all I give. And depending on the chakra, what affirmations, what gratitude, other exercises. So these rituals help you manifest. When you come in a routine, the flow will automatically happen.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I so believe that. And these are small things that what exactly binaural beats do is, it makes the mind go into a theta state. So theta
Correct.
state is the ultimate state of relaxation. And when you're
Absolutely.
there, what happens is your subconscious, so the barrier between your conscious mind and the subconscious mind actually becomes very permeable. So, the flow of information can happen very easily. So when you are
Absolutely.
in that state, whatever you are saying or whatever you're wishing for, it goes out to the universe, it goes out to your guiding angels, the archangels very easily, and that is how you start manifesting very, very easily.
Uh,
It's,
yes.
it's a it's a very simple technique. I hope everyone who's listening to it can take away, these small things. And with the tree hugging, I'll tell you something really funny. So I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and
Wow.
so the first thing that I do is I go out for a walk in the nature. I love going out for a walk at 4 o'clock because there's no one around, and there's I can hear the nature, the trees, the leaves rustling, the birds chirping, sometimes the dogs barking. So all of that. And generally, I go around in my society and I go hug a tree. And I have a few strays in my society, and they look up to me that this one is a very strange one. The guards were awake at that time कि ये मैडम तो पागल है पता नहीं क्या करते हैं सुबह आकर के. But But having said that, I don't feel ashamed of it because I know the kind of values it brings in. So,
Correct.
how does a tree help? I would like to tell the
Please,
viewers.
please,
So,
please.
to give an example, everyone knows that when you see a tall building, on the top of the building there's a metal wire, which actually goes up and then comes down to the earth. So the
Correct.
purpose of that metal wire is to grasp the energy of the lightning when it strikes, and then it earths it. The tree does exactly the same. So what a tree does is when you go hug a tree, you can actually visualize all the negativity from your body to move into the tree, and the tree will actually earth it. It will take down
Correct.
all the negative energies to Mother Earth, and Mother Earth then dissipates it. That's the beauty of nature. So that is
Absolutely.
how tree hugging is important. And Ronak, tell me, like I know you follow so many modalities of spirituality. Which is that one modality that you connect the most to?
So again, it's like you're asking the mother, no, you have five babies and
For
which
the
one is the
child.
best? But see, I love every modality because there are time to time you keep evolving. Either you go deep in the modality or you evolve and you move to the next modality.
Absolutely.
That also happens. So currently, if I say, I love the chanting part the most of the Vedic and the mode of a Vedic style of meditation, chantings, and all of that. That's what I'm doing right now. And at the same time, I'm also working with a lot of mindfulness and the meditation called Sakshi Bhav. So
Okay.
it's a meditation from Osho where everything you do becomes meditation. So how can you talk in a meditative form? How can you sleep on the bed in a meditation form? How can you sit on a chair in a meditation form? So every activity is turned into a Sakshi Bhava. Who's
Okay.
watching? Who's sitting? What are the emotions coming up? It's beautiful. It's very beautiful. Mhm.
Well, that's really wonderful. That's really. And what was the first modality that you learned?
The first modality I learned was, actually for the first 17, 18 years, I did not learn any modality. My master used to ask me to visualize whatever you believe in, energy, God, divine, or parents, or any guru, to visualize that image on your heart chakra. So the modality, what they don't have a modality, but it's like a soul awakening stuff when you
Mm-hmm.
work only on your heart chakra. So they didn't have a name of the modality. So I practiced that for at least 15, 17 years. Then I moved to Osho and I learned different kind of meditations and techniques and tools.
Mm-hmm.
Then I moved on to yoga path. So it is always a journey, right? There is no destination in
It
this.
is, it is, it is. And Ronak, what would you tell to those people who are probably at the brink? We'll not talk about non-believers because there's no point. There comes a
Correct.
time in everyone's life when they are automatically aligned to this, towards spirituality. And before that, I don't think there is any point talking to them about it.
Correct.
But there are few people, we would know, you would also know in your life, I also know in my life, who are just at the brink. So for them, the world of spirituality is like a mystery,
Right.
and they are a little bit scared because of, I don't know, I think there's a skepticism surrounding this. There's
Correct.
a there's a eeriness surrounding this entire theory. What would you tell to those people so that it becomes easy for them to cross the bridge?
See, ideally, there is, very honestly, Suman, that's a very beautiful question. But most of the people will have to go through the journey, the process, the grinding.
Themselves.
That's one. Two, you can show the way, but if that person has to walk 10 steps to reach there or 100 steps, that is going to happen.
Absolutely.
What I say is, with those who are watching and those who are planning, or those who are at the other side of the bridge, they should really work with two, three things at the same time. One is reading a spiritual book every single day. One page, 5 pages doesn't matter because even if you don't understand anything, your subconscious knows everything. So the data goes back and you are not born for the first time. It reconnects and then that wisdom starts to activate and your
Absolutely.
actions will become spiritual. The way of living will slowly move into spirit. So reading is the first thing, and physical book reading, not an online reading, not a blog
Absolutely.
reading, proper physical book reading, and that's 5 minutes, 10 minutes every day, not more. If you can do more, wow. Otherwise, just start with that. That really helps. Step one. Step two, if you can move to a yoga based, a physical asana based class where you are learning yoga asanas which are working on hundreds of chakras, the major, minor chakras, and the breathing exercises together. So your
Mhm.
body and breath starts to align for the spiritual journey. Usually what happens, your body is not aligned, your breath is not aligned, So there are so many calls which I get in a month who are into yoga, wellness, and other healing modalities. They drain their energy by listening to their audience, their clients. So they are not very well protected, and the aura or the energy starts to drain. So spirituality, those who want to enter, they have to have a very strong guard. So like a yoga routine will help, a breathing exercise routine will help, a meditation routine will help. But before everything, reading a spiritual book, so your inner wisdom awakens. I believe that works. Yes.
So true. To me, I also tell them one more thing that generally people associate meditation or any kind of meditational practices with sitting in a place, closing eyes, and doing
Correct.
dhyana. And I have one thing to say to them that if you're listening to music and you're completely into it, that is also a kind of meditation. If you're cooking and you're cooking with all your heart and all your love, and your complete concentration is in there, that is also a kind of meditation. So don't
Right.
ever think that you are not able to meditate or you can't meditate, because generally people come to me and say that I too can't meditate. And
Correct.
I in my mind say, how is it possible? You are born as a psychic being. It's just that you do not realize it.
Correct.
Everyone can do it. If I personally feel if I can do it, anyone can do it.
You can
And
do it. Yep.
this world is so beautiful because after getting into this journey, the space is absolutely beautiful. I remember very long ago when I had just started off with my journey, and I was actually in the presence of a very learned guru. And I had asked him a question. I said, you know what? You talk about, when you are involved in spirituality or you're engrossed in it, what happens is you reach the state of calmness and peace, and you're always in there.
Correct.
And I asked him, so like as a normal human being, when I get happiness, I get these bouts, I'm like, sometimes I'm very, very happy. And then sometimes I'm very, very sad. But I enjoy those moments of being very, very happy. I
Right.
Does it mean that if I'm into spirituality, I will not be experiencing this? But now that I'm into it, I realize that my every moment is euphoric.
Mm.
I'm joyful
Correct.
every moment. What do you think about it?
That's a very beautiful perspective. I believe so the words are different. Every moment there is a possibility. Every moment there is a possibility. Have trust, have faith, and people, those who understand, or those who are at the fence, they should take that leap of faith, because that's how it's going to happen always. Because this way or that way, you will enter into spirituality. Those who are facing
Absolutely.
stress, anxiety, start with basic stuff, and take it forward from there.
Absolutely. Ronak, it was so beautiful having you on live today. And I'm sure we're
Thank
going to
you.
have these conversations online and offline very, very
Yes,
frequently. But
yes.
this was just the beginning and it has been really, really beautiful. Today we've
Thank
spoken
you.
about Ronak's journey, my journey, and how people who are on fence, they should, if they're willing to come to the other side, to the side of happiness, how should they travel? And we'll probably be back soon talking about more things and hopefully reaching out people and helping them out.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much, Suman. Thank you for your time, and it was lovely interacting with you. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. It was lovely having you. Okay,
Thank you.
bye bye.
Bye bye.